Hello, I'm Oksana and this is going to be my October favorites video. So this month is a little bit tricky for me because there's some items that I was using in the beginning of the month, like the first half of the month, and then I got some new products that I really liked that took their place that I was using like the second half of the month. So it was hard finding things that I liked and used the entire month of October, but I did find some. And first is this Andalou Naturals Kukui Cocoa Body Butter. And I know everyone must have seen this by now because this gets talked about a lot, and this is a great product. What I have been using it for, well, I use it like on my legs and stuff too, but I have been putting it on my armpits, which is kind of weird, but I noticed that it actually really helps keep that area nice and smooth and soft because right after I shave is when I'll use it. And I always wonder how people have these perfect armpits because mine are always kind of like irritated from shaving, even though I use a shaving cream and everything, or shaving foam. I still have kind of like the razor burn or whatever, little bumps, and it's really annoying. So this has been helping with that. And I really like it this month and for the past few months. Ever since I got it, I've been using it. Next is something that I actually only used once, but this is not a kind of product that you use every day, and it's a favorite because when I used it, I just remembered how pretty it is. This is the LORAC 3D Lustre Drops in nothing. This is the original one. I think there's a gold one called something else, but it's just so pretty. It's like sparkly, shimmery fairy dust. I used this on Halloween, and I just put it like all everywhere. If you saw my, my haul video, is that the video? There's a video where I'm wearing my Halloween makeup, and I have that on, and it's just so pretty. I wish I had more occasions to use it. I think I'm just gonna start wearing it. I mean, you can wear this like on top of your eyeshadow, just kind of dab that in. I feel like that's pretty appropriate, you know? It doesn't have to be Halloween, but just so pretty. So pretty. And I don't get a lot of fallout with this either, which is great because one thing about shimmery things is I don't use them a lot because I don't like fallout, but this stays put pretty well. Next thing is false eyelashes. I am in love with false eyelashes. I've definitely tried them before and it was always an epic fail for me, and I was just like, I just can't do it. I can't put them on. They look bad on me. They fall off. I just fail at this, so I'm gonna give up. But I decided to give it another try, and the problem really was the lashes and possibly the glue that I was, well, no, not the glue, because I was using the duo glue, and that's like what everybody raves about, so it can't be that. I think it was the lashes. I just bought like cheap lashes that came in this big set off of like, what was it, Beige Beauty or something, and they were just bad. And then I got some eyelashes from Ecotools, and this is a fail. I'm featuring this in this video as a fail. And again, they didn't work out for me. These are cute. I forget what they're called, but they're the ones that are half, you know, half of a strip. So you just kind of would put them in the outer part. And I thought, okay, well, that'll be perfect because I kind of like kind of the less dramatic lashes, so maybe this will look more natural because the other ones I was using just didn't look good. And these just, they kept getting unglued and they didn't look natural. And the problem is this band. It's a thick band. Look at that. And unless you draw like a thick black eyeliner continuing this line, it's just gonna stop, you know, and look kind of awkward. And so then I watched some false lash videos, especially Emily's from Beauty Broadcast. I know she makes a lot of videos because she always wears false eyelashes, and I was like, I'm going to give it another go, and I'm going to get just like everything she uses because it works for her. So I bought, excuse me, I have to open this. The Salon Perfect Demi Wispies, which she likes, and they're cheap. They can be found at Walmart. Here is what they look like. So I don't know how well you can tell, but the band on these is actually clear. See, you don't have that thick black line, and that just works so much better for me. I think I found what I need for lashes to look good on me. Is I need them to have a clear band. And another favorite lash is also from Salon Perfect, and it's the number 53. I actually am wearing those today, and those I like the best. These are like my favorites. And the Demi Wispies, they're okay, but they're a little bit more dramatic. They're thicker and longer, and I actually had to trim them a tiny bit as well to make them a little shorter. The 53 are already a tiny bit shorter, and I just love those. I need to get more because I love them so much. And in terms of eyelash glue, so I got this Revlon Precision Lash Adhesive because that's what Emily recommended in her video, and it comes with a little brush, and you're not gonna be able to see, but if you've ever used this, oh, maybe you can see. It's weird because it's white, but it has this like blue, yeah, I don't think you can see, like this weird like neon blue like glow to it. I don't know, it looks like it's gonna like glow in the dark or something. So I thought that was weird, and then I was like, well, I wonder if this has all kinds of bad, weird chemicals in it. I don't know. So I decided to use this formaldehyde-free eyelash glue that came with the Ecotools lashes, and it's the same thing. There's no ingredients on here to compare, but this is the same. It looks exactly the same to me, I swear. It's that white liquid with that weird blue glow, so I wonder if they're the same. I don't know. I'm going to have to look into that and see if I can find ingredients. But it works the same for me too. One thing that I still fail at when it comes to false lashes is getting this inner part to stay completely glued down. Even right now, like if I look closely in the mirror, it's lifted off a tiny bit. It just, inner corner just will not stay glued down for me no matter what I do. And I try, so I think like maybe I should just press it down harder, you know, because once you put them on, you use the lash itself to kind of like press them on, and then something that I don't do is actually touch them with my finger and press it down, because then the tacky glue gets on my finger and then I like essentially pull them off by getting them glued on my finger. So I don't do that. And I tried using this little tool that came with the Ecotools lashes, this little end of it, to try and like tap down that inner corner to make it stay down, and then it like got glued to the stick and like got pulled off when I pulled this. So lots of trouble with that. If anybody has some advice, feel free to share it, because I'm still very much a novice when it comes to false lashes. And then a favorite that I want to tell you about is this Ecotools brush right here. It comes in a set of, I forget what it's called, like travel, some kind of travel kit that has like mini brushes. See how this is a little bit shorter than your typical brush, so the rest of them are even smaller. I think there's like a mini little kabuki. And I love this for blush. I stray from this and I use some other brushes for blush every once in a while, and then I always come back to this. This is like the perfect brush for blush for me. Oh, I can't believe I said that correctly. That was like a tongue twister. It's just like the perfect shape and fit. I always come back to it, and I think it's just wonderful. It probably depends on your face and all that stuff, but that particular one, fantastic for me. And then an eyeliner that I have been using every time that I do a winged liner, which is pretty much every time I do my makeup now, because that's like my new look, I guess, is the Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner plus Serum in Ultra Black. If you haven't seen it, it has this fabulous little brush. It's an actual brush, it's not a sponge tip. And you have a lot of precision and a lot of control. You can draw the teeniest, tiniest line. Look how dark and rich that is. It's really smudge proof. This is just fantastic in every way. And I tried to stray from this a little bit a while back when I got this Milani Eye Tech Extreme Liquid Eyeliner in number 1 Black is Black. I heard a lot of good things about it. It has a nice little grip for you to hold. And it is a sponge tip and not a brush, but it has a very tiny little point there. So I thought, well, I'm going to give this a go. And it's nice. You know, everything about it is nice, except that this little sponge tip is quite a bit firmer than the brush. the brush kind of moves with you. As you press down, it just kind of like bends and moves, and I think that's just the nature of it because it's a brush. And I just got so used to using it, like I know exactly how to get my perfect wing now. When I was using that, I was like, wait a minute, this isn't working, you know, and I'm pressing down and this isn't bending the way it's supposed to bend. So I just had such a hard time trying to get a wing with this, and I tried it a few times and then I was like, forget it. I mean, there's no reason for me to like force myself to get used to something new when this is perfectly fine and it's nice and I like it. So I don't see why I'm doing this. Maybe if I use this for like an extended period of time, then I would probably like it. So this isn't a fail. It's more like a so-so product. I think that if this is what you start off with using or use this for a long time, you probably get used to it, but I'm just really used to the other one. I have two products from Silk Naturals, or both in sample size. One is Sleep in a Jar Under Eye Concealer in yellow, and one is their Perfecting Finishing Powder, and I have both of these on right now. Just really like them. This Perfecting Powder is fabulous for setting your makeup and giving you that nice kind of airbrush type look. I typically do not wear finishing powders. I just prefer to put like a mineral powder foundation on top of whatever my other foundation, but I really like this. And I think my problem with most other setting powders is that they tend to have food ingredients like cornstarch or rice powder, and that can irritate my skin. And also, if you're really acne prone, those kind of food ingredients, they can feed, bacteria can feed off of them. And so I did find myself breaking out at one point. I was using rice powder in something and I found myself breaking out quite a bit. So it probably depends, you know, on your skin and how much you're using it and all that stuff. But I really like that this doesn't have those things in it. This doesn't irritate my skin, doesn't break me out, and it just gives you that nice kind of flawless airbrush type finish, and I just really like it. I think it's a great powder. It's completely translucent and I love it. And then the Sleep in the Jar, same kind of thing, very sheer powder, and I think that's why it works so well underneath my eyes, because it's not building coverage. It goes on, you know, so thin and sheer that it sets my concealer, but it doesn't make it look cakey. Sometimes the problem I have when I used to set my under eye concealer with like a mineral foundation or some kind of mineral face powder or whatever, it would get a little bit cakey, and this really doesn't, so I really like it for that purpose. And a blush, I mentioned this before in a favorites video. I've just been using this like every single day this month when I'm wearing blush. This Love Affair Luminizer from Bare Minerals. It's just beautiful, and I typically like cooler tone blushes, like purple ones, and this isn't cooler tone. It's pink with like a gold sheen to it, but I'm wearing it now. I don't know why, I've just been always reaching for it. I just really like the glow that it gives, and I think it looks really natural, so that's a favorite again. And let's see, oh, a fail. So this I just got towards the end of the month, and it is the Jane Iredale Disappear Concealer with Green Tea Extract. So I haven't used it for the whole month, but I think I've used it enough to know that it's a fail. This product does what it says. It disappears. Seriously, I try to build up coverage with this, and it's just like, I don't know, it just, first of all, it just shears away when you blend it, and then it's gone, and then you just put a little bit more on, and I swear, it just, I don't know what happens to it. On me, maybe it's my skin, it just like goes somewhere and does not give me any coverage. I don't know what to do. So I think I've tried this enough to give up using it and call it a fail, which is unfortunate because it's really expensive. And I've been really loving the foundation I got from Jane Iredale, the Liquid Minerals one. So unfortunately, just this didn't work very well for me. And oh, another favorite, my Slick Stick and Shock. This I've been wearing like every day this month, or this past month. Every day in October. Today I'm wearing Pulse, which is also a Slick Stick from Silk Naturals. But Shock has been my go-to color because it looks like a hot pink. You put it on. I like to just kind of blend it with my finger when I put it on my lips, or put it over a lip balm, so I get like a really sheer wash of pink. And what it does is, if your lips are looking a little bit pale, sometimes my lips just don't have a lot of color to them, and I'll put this on, just kind of blend it out so I get a nice sheer layer, and it just adds like a pink flush to my lips and makes me look alive, and it looks so pretty, but it looks so natural. Like, it gives me the lips that I think I'm supposed to have, you know, if they had some color to them. So it's perfect for brightening up your lips, and I just love it for that. And I have built it up as well sometimes, you know, if I want a more dramatic look, maybe I'm wearing, you know, a full face of makeup, I will build it up to this beautiful hot pink that it is. And I really like it that way as well. But on days that I'm wearing kind of minimal makeup, just running out the door, maybe I'm not wearing makeup at all, I still like to put this on just super sheer, blend it with my finger, and voila, my lips are slightly pink. And it looks really natural. Like, this is the perfect color with my coloring, like the natural color of my lips. They also have a version that is red called Strawberry Fields, and a version that is orange called, I want to say, Jolt. And they both, you know, depending on your coloring, what your lips, kind of the way they look naturally, you might use one of those other two, but this is the color that works the best for me because my lips are kind of cooler toned. So I just really, really like that. And that is my last, oh no, one more. This is my last favorite. So this is a hairbrush by Goody. It says Goody Style on it. And this is, it's funny because it's a favorite, but it has one big flaw that I've addressed by tying this ribbon onto it. But this is literally the first brush that I have ever used where these little thingies, whatever they're called, these little plastic ones, see how they have the little bead on top so it doesn't scratch your head? If the little bead falls off, then you're left with just a really sharp point of this plastic stick, and it hurts and it scratches your scalp. I know, because that has happened with every single brush that I've owned like this. It has not yet happened with this brush, and I've had it for a while, so it is a huge favorite for that, because I think I finally found a brush that actually the little beads stay on the plastic stick thingy. So I'm really excited about that. And one big fail that is part of this brush is, you can see the ribbon kind of is riding up here, but there's this little rubber orange thing, and there's like little indents in there. So it's rubbery, and it's like one of those very, I don't know, like not sticky, but it's the kind of rubber where your hair will stick to it. It has like a lot of friction, you know? It's not like smooth. Like this part is smooth and slippery, and so if you were to like brush your hair against it, it just like goes off. But if you were to brush your hair against this, it kind of like gets trapped with all like that friction, you know what I mean? And my hair, this has pulled out so much hair. It always like wraps around, and you know, because I'm blow drying my hair with this, so I'm going like this. So my hair touches this part, especially when I'm doing like the back, and it hurts and it pulls your hair out, and it made me really sad because this brush is so good and yet it's so bad. So I have this ribbon that I need to fix, but I tied a ribbon around it to like hide that part so it wouldn't pull my hair out. So it's kind of a favorite, but at the same time a fail, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I wanted to mention that brush because that's the only brush that I use on my hair. So, and I've been blow drying my hair a lot lately because I've been wearing it down. So that is it. Oh, and I totally forgot about food, so I'm not going to mention anything with food in this favorites video because I have another video that is coming that is all about food. It's like favorites and fails, but only for food, because I've been, for the past few months, I've been saving all the little boxes and wrappers of everything to tell you about, so that is coming. But this is it for my October favorites. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.